So hello all, today we will going to install and uninstall already available Helm chart. This is POC1. So in this documentation there are various Helm commands. Okay, so Helm repo list for displaying the list of configure Helm repositories, Helm repo add to add new chart repository to the Helm list. Similar way to remove it, Helm repo remove, searching for charts in repo. This is the command line tool, Helm search repo and chart name. Okay, so next is how to inspecting chart information. Helm show values and the chart name will show you the default configuration values for the particular Helm chart. Similar way the chart readme and all and CRDs as well. Okay, so next thing is installing charts and lists. Install Helm charts releases. So this is the command Helm install, the release name and the chart name. Okay, this is for installing the latest Helm chart. Okay, if you use very specific version, then you have to pass this argument hyphen version, the chart version you wish to install. Next thing is, if you want to wait some time while installing the chart, then you can do in this way: pass argument hyphen wait hyphen timeout 10 second. Okay, so Helm list will display all the Helm releases installed in current namespace. Helm list hyphen a, list of Helm releases installed in all namespaces. Okay, similar way kubectl get all hyphen a, and this is for uninstalling Helm chart releases. Helm uninstall the release name. Okay, so next thing is say we're going to open Helm artifactory. Let's take an example. Okay, search for Grafana. Okay, this is fun. First of all, let's see already whether we have already installed charts, install Helm releases or not. Okay, so for that, open your terminal. Okay, so what is the command for to list all install Helm releases? Any cases? So here it is. Sorry, this is not Helm list. Helm list. Okay, hyphen a for in all namespaces, hyphen n and space, then namespace for particular list in specify namespace. Okay, fine. Let's see which releases we already installed in current namespace. Helm list. Okay, fine. If I want to see in all namespaces, then what will be the command? The Helm list hyphen a. Okay, so I have installed the WordPress application in the test namespace. Okay, so if I want to list all the install Helm releases in particular namespace, how I will the Helm list hyphen n for namespace and the namespace name. Okay, so I have installed 0 releases Helm releases in default namespace. Similarly, if I do same for test namespace, then here I will get that WordPress hyphen test installing test namespace revision 1 status deploy chart WordPress application 0.0.1 and app version 1.0. Okay, fine. Now, okay, we have already opened Artifactory Hub of Helm and search for Grafana. So how we will going to install? What is the installing command for it? Let's check documentation again. Okay, so first of all we need to add this to a Helm repo list. Okay, so we need to add this repo to our Helm repo list. So click on install. So here we go, Helm repo, add Helm repo, add the repo name and the URL. Okay, Helm repo, add this is the repo name and this is the URL of it. Okay, copy this, paste this. Okay, if you can give any repo name, let's say grafana test, and the URL. Okay, so this is the command, helm repo, add any particular name of repo, then that particular link, click. Okay, fine, the grafana test has been added to your repositories. How we will check? This is the command, display the list of configure chart repositories, helm repo list. So here we go, grafana test, and this is the fun, right? I'm clearing my screen. Okay, fine. Now next thing is helm search repo. If you want to search any specific chart in particular repo, okay, then we will go, let's check helm search repo, the tenant. Okay, so what I search, the tenant, right? Then helm will search in all available repo where is the tenant chart is. Okay, or where is tenant text is. Okay, fine. Now similar thing for grafana. Is there anything for grafana? Okay, so there are a lot of things. These are different repo, and this is the chart. This is the repo, this is the repo again, Loki, and this is the chart. Similar, this is the repo and this is the chart. So we will going to install grafana test. Okay, so copy this. What is the command for installing the helm release? So here we go, helm install, the release name and the chart name. Chart name in the sense repo slash chart name. Okay, helm install, helm install. Okay, the release name, give any name. So I'm going to install grafana, right? So I'm giving grafana test chart. Okay, and the chart name. So grafana is a chart name which is under grafana hyphen test repo name. Okay, so if you want to install this in particular namespace, then you can pass hyphen n and the namespace. Okay, if you want to install in current namespace, then you can simply remove all this thing, it will install in current namespace. If you want to install particular namespace, then hyphen n and the namespace name. Okay, fine. Now if I click, okay, so if I execute this, then it will going to install grafana chart in current namespace. So this is the status, the name grafana test chart, the last deploy, the current date and time, the name in namespace. So this chart installed in current namespace, that is a default one, status deploy revision 1, and these are the engineering nodes we can say for particular chart. So here what it's saying, that get your admin password by running this command. So let's check. Control V, and okay, so this is my Grafana UI password. Copy this. This is my password, right? So let's access this service kubectl get svc in current namespace. My current namespace is default, right? So this is the Grafana test chart. Okay, so this is my cluster IP. I'm copying this. I have installed on my local, so I'm able to directly access it. Admin username and what is my password. Here we go. So login successfully. Okay, as you can see, admin and all other stuff. Now we done with it. Okay, fine. What is the next thing? If I want to list all installed releases in current namespace, then what I will execute Helm list, right? So I have installed Grafana test chart in default namespace, that is the current one. If I want to see all install Helm releases in all namespace, then I will pass -a. See, Grafana test chart installed in default namespace, WordPress -test chart installed in test namespace. Both has revision 1 status deploy. Okay, so how to uninstall the current chart? Okay, so Grafana one, or we can say WordPress -test. Okay, so first of all, list all the Helm releases. Clear. Okay, Helm list. Okay, this is for current namespace, this is for all namespaces. Suppose I want to uninstall this Grafana test chart, then I will pass, okay, sorry, then I will Helm, okay, Helm uninstall the release name, Helm uninstall, and the release name, the Grafana test chart, and I'm specifying namespace here. What is the namespace? Default one, sorry, the default namespace. Helm uninstall, the release name, -n in default namespace. Okay, so the Grafana test chart release uninstalled successfully. Now check Helm list -a. So uninstalled successfully. Now check kubectl get all in default namespace. So all things related to Grafana gone, right? So that's all. So we have successfully performed the POC1, that is the how to uninstall and install already available Helm chart. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.